Hi, I'm Chris King, editor of Roofing Contractor and Architectural Roofing and Waterproofing. And I'm here today with John D'Annunzio to talk about roof details. Hi, John.
Hi, Chris.
Your most recent column was called Critical Low Slope Roofing Details. Why'd you decide to tackle this topic?
The main reason I decided to tackle this in this particular issue is because the details, flashings, and accessories are the most critical point on a roof system. And they're also the point where we have the majority of roof leaks.
Do any of these roof problems, what are the key commonalities you see?
Typically, they occur from either improper application at these points or the use of insufficient or improper materials.
You singled out a few details as particular problem spots, beginning with gravel stops. What are the key problems you see when it comes to perimeter gravel stops?
The gravel stop should always be raised above the roof surface, either with a wood nailer or a can strip. The second thing is, should always have a separation between the metal and the membrane. The reason we need a separation there is because of differential movement between metal and the membrane system could create splits.
In situations where the parapet wall extends above the maximum 12-inch flashing height, are there any tips you have for contractors handling those situations?
Yes. The first issue is they should provide some type of a termination bar approximately halfway up the flashing material to prevent sloping or slumping of the material. The second thing that should be done is if they're going to cover the entire wall, I would recommend they use a second membrane. So they have a membrane for the flashing and then have a separate piece of membrane to install to go from the top of the wall down to above the flashing system.
You point to roof drains as another common problem spot. At the design and installation stage, are there tips that contractors should follow to rule those out as problem spots?
Yes, the first thing they should do is always design some type of crickets or saddles so we have proper slope to the drain itself. We would like to have the drain at the low point of the roof system. However, there are many times where, because drains are installed at columns, they become higher than the roof system itself, so we need to have adequate slope at that point. The second issue is you should always put some type of a insulation around the drain bowl itself to prevent condensation. Oftentimes there are leaks, what appear to be leaks at the roof drain are actually condensation at that point.
Today's roof has become a spot for all kinds of equipment, including satellite dishes and items like that. Any tips when these added installations occur after the roof's been installed?
Yes, a couple things. Number one, at any pipes or wires that are actually going through the roof, I always recommend the use of some type of a pitch pocket. The pitch pocket should have an umbrella on it, a covering, so that it's not a constant maintenance item. And any items that are installed on the roof, such as satellite dishes or anything of that nature, should be set over some type of a support, a roof support, so that they do not dig into the membrane and create openings and splits down the line.
Any words of advice for contractors to make sure these typical problem spots don't become a problem on their project?
Yeah, I would always recommend to the contractors that designers do not always adequately design these types of flashing materials or accessory materials, so they should complete it in accordance with the manufacturer's requirements using the manufacturer's materials.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, Chris.
For more details, check out the full version of John's article at roofingcontractor.com, and we'll see you next time.